coming. It is coming.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new video where I tackle a very small portion of the Toy Story 2 video game on PS1. You'll understand why it wasn't completed later on. As a movie franchise, I love Toy Story. It's always been a part of my childhood and it's always a joy to watch. And even as a kid I loved this game for reasons I don't know, as you'll soon see. Anyways, let's get started. Toy Story 2 the game is a platformer similar to Mario 64, where you collect things to progress. In this game's case, it's Pizza Planet tokens. To get these tokens, you have to explore different levels and do tasks for different toys, like finding 5 of Bo Peep's sheep or giving Ham 50 coins, which I personally think is a really good premise. As the story follows from the movie, as Buzz and the gang go out to find Woody and bring him home, so it's a good explanation why they're always in every level. Also, at certain points the game shows you clips from the movie, at a less than ideal quality however, but for a PS1 game it's a really nice addition. So, since we couldn't beat the game, I want to show you the levels we did manage to complete, just so you can see how fast our nostalgia just crumbled while playing this. Just a side note, this is my opinion. I'm sure other people have differing experiences and thoughts, and I'm interested in what your experiences are. Don't hesitate to drop a comment below and just tell me your thoughts about this game, I'd really like to hear it. Anyways, let's start with the first level. So to start off we have Andy's house, which is by far the best level we played. So enjoy this praise folks, as it's not gonna last long. Anyways, the first level is filled with nostalgia, as this is the level I remember fondly. It's colourful and it's fun to explore Andy's entire house for once. This level is very beginner friendly and as a kid I fully enjoyed playing this. As you explore the house you can find other toys from the gang who can help you on your adventure. The toys you find in the levels often say a voice line trying to get your attention, which gets very annoying very fast as it's the same line over and over again. During the game you can go first person and the first person view is really cool as you see Buzz's reflection in the helmet. But the controls for this view are so finicky and it's so hard to be accurate and it's just not fun to use. In fact, whilst using this view I felt like a stormtrooper because I missed every shot I tried to shoot. It was ridiculous. A good thing about this game is the enemies, as most enemies are just other toys and any hazards are usually very small, like a stove leaking water or something. I find it a nice in-universe thing for a toy to avoid. Going back to Andy's house, you can go into the attic to fight a mini-boss. Each level has one and when defeated it gives you a collectible token. Or you can go into the garage or garage and race RC for another token. And lastly you can find a missing part of Mr. Potato Head and he'll unlock a power up for you when you return it. We ended up getting most of the tokens in this level as it's the best level to play and it's actually fun to try and collect stuff in this one. After you're done with this level you move on to the next one, which is Andy's yard. Andy's Yard has a great start with its music choice. It's very upbeat and is a joy to listen to. And the level design itself is really cool too, as it's this huge yard area with all sorts of sick stuff within it. For example, there's a race circuit for RC, which you can't do easily without the power up unlocked, so you need to unlock it and come back. Also, there's a huge tree house that when climbed allows you to fight another boss. We didn't do this for one main reason. The platforming is clunky and is so hard to do efficiently it takes us a lot of time with a lot of patience to do, which I personally have neither. We can also go into the neighbour's pool area and air pump a duck to get a token. We can also see how underwater looks and it's hard to see anything. Overall, it's a really good level, but it's limited due to the controls. Next level is a boss level where you just fight a toy plane. Nothing else to really comment on here except the plane has real projectiles, meaning that some toy maker made a plane that shoots real bullets. The American standard, I guess. The next level is the construction yard. Another level that has a good layout, but again, has a platforming tower which is infuriating to get through. What makes it worse is when Buzz falls from a great height, he just makes the dumbest sound. Get used to this sound if you end up playing this game, as it will occur all the time. We only got one token in this level as it just wasn't fun after trying numerous times to just jump on platforms. This is when the game became a chore. The next level is the Alleys and Gullies level, the last level we tried. This level is dark in some places, so platforming is harder. There's also a few underwater areas too, so in this level you can't see a lot, which sucks for a platforming game because you can't see the platforms, as most of the time you'll be trying to jump up something and the game just won't let you. In this level we simply just got one token and left because we didn't want to continue with that level again. After this we needed 10 tokens for the next level, and by this point we were so broken by this slog of a game we just gave up. It just stopped being fun so quickly. Considering this is a game aimed for young children, I just don't see how to get close to beating it, which makes me quite sad actually, because the power of nostalgia just can't save this game really. I just find this game just way too frustrating for me. And I know what people are going to say about PS1 games, and that they're bound to be terrible in some areas, etc, etc, but I'd argue that there's numerous PS1 games that are also classic but are still amazing to play. So what went wrong? Let's list them, shall we? The awful voice lines that are repeated all the time. Every time you come anywhere close to another NPC, they scream at Buzz every 5 seconds. The controls for aiming are so bad it's hard to hit airborne targets, meaning that if an enemy is flying, you're going to have a hard time hitting them with or without aiming. Last but certainly not least is the platforming itself. Because the controls are so bad, platforming is a disaster. The camera is god awful and you have to wait until the camera decides to be in a good position to even think about jumping anywhere. With the platforming itself, it's hit or miss, as Buzz either grabs onto ledges or just decides not to, and when you've tried so hard and made loads of progress on a platforming tower area and Buzz decides to just not grab a ledge, or the camera decides it wants to look somewhere else, it's just not fun anymore. Truthfully, I wanted to replay this game and tell you guys how fun it was and how much y'all should try it. But if I did that, I'd just be lying to all your faces, as this game drops off after level 2 to me. Which sucks because the game started off so well and is based on one of the best animated movies of all time. Thing is, if the game was difficult because it was difficult, rather than the game being unfair, maybe I'd be easy on it, but it's just not that. This game is not a test of skill, it's a test of fucking patience. If you do want to try this game, please be aware you will need a lot of patience, an unimaginable amount of it. Watch a walkthrough instead, or just watch the film. These would be mentally healthier choices. And if you truly enjoy this game, then more power to you. I'm glad you have more patience and love for the game than I do. And if you enjoy this, please feel free to tell me your favourite memories from it. That's all for now. I'd like to thank my brother for helping me out with the gameplay, and thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Ciao for now.